For years, we've been taught that being humble is the key to individual success. But what if we lived in a world where we were unapologetically proud of our achievements? What if we didn't shy away from celebrating our wins or putting ourselves forward for opportunities instead of waiting for them to come to us? What if championing ourselves became socially acceptable instead of looked down upon for being arrogant? 2 years ago, I set out on a mission to change the way the world views self-promotion, because I believe that self-advocacy can have the power to change your life, but only if you show people what you're capable of doing instead of just telling them. I'll give you an example. We all know the saying, if you work hard, you will go far. This is the narrative we're taught as children, through school, university, and the workplace. But have you ever questioned why some people work hard and they don't go far? When I think about this, and I've explored this topic for a long time now, I think that there is actually a flaw in that statement. I think that society has set us up to fail by only telling us one side of that story. It has made us believe that when we don't do well, when we don't see the results that we want to see, it's down to us and it's our fault. The side effects of this can be a crippling sense of inadequacy, a lifetime of self-doubt, and in some cases, it can limit our ambitions in life. For so long, we have been taught that being modest will take us far in life, but I'm not sure that is the full story. When we look at some of the most inspirational and successful people in the world, was it their self-deprecating attitude that accelerated their career, or was it their promotional team working in the background, making everything happen for them? Would their inventions have been picked up in stores, or would their songs have been played on mainstream media without the marketing support of others? No. Everything in life is marketed. Now, I'm not suggesting you create your own publicity team, but what I am highlighting to you is that people are rarely plucked out of crowds for being an unstoppable force. They invest in self-promotion in order to stand out. So whether you outsource it or you make it your responsibility, embracing self-promotion is not optional, it's essential. Now, before you tense up and insist that you don't do self-promotion and it's just not for you, I want to give you the actual definition of the word, because I think somewhere along the lines, the meaning has got lost. So when you take the word self-promotion, self means I, and promotion is just an activity that supports an aim or a goal. So why are we so scared to embrace it? Sure, you might feel that it's a lack of experience or confidence, but something that I've observed that I think is the problem that stops us from pursuing it is that we're held back by FOSS, the fear of sounding stupid. This is a phrase I've coined to summarize the paralysis that we face when it comes to promoting ourselves. We are so concerned about how others will perceive us that it stops us from sharing our full selves and our successes. Many people worry about being classed as a fraud, and others just don't believe in themselves enough to convince themselves to everyone around them. But what happens as a result is that we fall into camp generic, a space where we and others around us can't identify our distinctive and unique qualities. The irony of it all is that we're all so busy caring about ourselves, we're not actually caring about the people around us. So rather than wasting your time questioning what a LinkedIn connection you've never actually met might think of you for sharing a work win, why not instead focus on all the amazing things that could happen as a result of opening up? The reason I speak so highly about self-promotion is that I have witnessed firsthand the positive impact it can have on both myself and the community that I support. It hasn't been an easy ride, and it has taken a lot of me helping people convince themselves to believe in themselves and what they are capable of. But I think the two components that have really helped to make this work is, first of all, accepting that you are good at what you do. This might mean actually accepting the praise that you get from other people, or just identifying yourself when you feel you've done a good job. And secondly, taking pride in what you do. Rather than leaving work at the office, you give yourself the time and space to revel in your achievements. Neither of these have to be done publicly, but they should be done personally and consistently. Because the more you do it, the less intimidating it will feel. Without this reflection, we freeze in moments where we should speak up, whether it's inputting your opinion in a meeting, or small talk at a networking event, or even putting forward your case for a promotion or a pay rise. We miss out on opportunities because we haven't given ourselves the credit of everything we've achieved. We have to stop waiting and looking for others to validate us, and start by validating ourselves by owning our achievements. Throughout my career, I have felt overlooked and undervalued. I have felt like a cog in the machine, championing other people's values and goals and missions. It was only until I took a leap of faith in myself and started this movement did I actually start to be seen for all the amazing things that I could do and that I was capable of. I have unlocked doors that I've never thought I would, from writing a book to giving this talk. I am proof that when you invest in yourself, you can change your future. I want to make it clear that I truly do believe in humility, and I think there will always be a space for it in your career. But it should never get in the way of moments when you have the ability to shape your future. The thing I think many of us forget is, in order for us to be humble or modest, we must first be celebrated. And we're unlikely to be celebrated if we're not being seen. So you can work really hard day in and day out, but if you are not showing people what you can do, then you might wait a long time to actually be admired in your industry for everything that you are achieving and doing. This is not about being arrogant. It's about claiming your worth and never letting your mind being consumed by self-doubt. And reminding yourself that you are worthy and you deserve to be proud. Self-promotion isn't a dirty word, so don't let people make you feel guilty for celebrating your success. Care less, share more. Thank you.